Hi, I'm Vic.
I just want to do a tiny intro before this all starts. These are my opinions, my experiences, my life. You might not agree with some of the choices or my opinion in general on SPCs and everything else. Just remember that we're all very different. I don't speak for everyone, I speak for myself. I thought I'd do a quick update about my appointment the other day. The consultant weren't bad. I mean, he's not the best I've ever had. He's not a bad consultant, like he knows his shit for the most part. Query if he knows everything about EDS, but he knows his shit. He's not very good at showing empathy to suffering, and he's definitely one of the consultants that see medical devices as the worst thing that could happen to a person, which I guess if you've never had a medical device, you probably think the same. As someone who's had one medical device for 7 years today, and two for the last 4 years, I can honestly say that having a medical device is not the worst thing that happened to me. If anything, without them I would not be here. I would not have had my child. I would not be going ahead to have my second child. I would not have experienced the things I've experienced in life, good and bad. To me, the worst thing is not having a medical device. The worst thing is suffering, and I definitely have done my fair share of testing, suffering, surgeries and all the rest of it. I mean, I've been in and out of hospital, I think it's 11 years this year. I want my 30s to be enjoying my children and my life and living more than surviving. Not every consultant understands that, and it's very hard for them, I get, to understand that. It's kind of shit to do this video on a 7-year anniversary of a medical device that, again, not many people understand the following sentence. I loved. Like, I would say a massive success story for suprapubic catheters, and I still love SPCs. I want to make that very clear. Not against SPCs, and I do think they can work, and I do think if you're taught a good regime and you're shown certain products and you try different things, then it can be entirely possible that it's a success for your body. Is there still going to be challenges? Yes, it's a foreign object in your body, and I don't think people understand this. It's not fucking meant to be there. You still have chronic illness, you still have whatever issue it is. It's a medical device, it's not a cure. I also know there's loads of people that don't get on with it, and that's fine. Unfortunately, it's luck of the draw, but I am still not against SPCs. I know that majority of people that follow me started following me because I was and am very pro SPC. In my case, unfortunately, my body is completely attacking itself for reasons that we don't know. Yes, mate? After doing weekly tube changes for the past, I want to say 6 to 8 months, I can't even remember, it's been that long, and I'm not marking it off on my calendar each week, do you know what I mean? I'm living it. It's a huge infection risk, and unfortunately I'm getting worse. As we go back to 2 weeks, so say we do 2-week tube changes, all hell fucking breaks loose. And the last tube change I just had was already signs that, you know, it's gonna switch, and 1 week is gonna be the same as 2, 3, 4 weeks. So the conversation ended pretty much with, there's one more thing that we can try for my SPC, and we have tried everything before someone comes up with a suggestion. Everything. Because we don't know why my body's doing what it's doing, it's very hard to like fix the problem, and it's looking like that problem will never be fixed, but if I keep the SPC it will kill me. As hard as it is to blurt that out for the people that, you know, actually give a shit about me personally, that is the reality I'm facing at not even 30 years old. Reality that quite a few chronically ill people face every day. The very, very real threat of death. I don't know what the fuck to say to follow that. So I've said a few times that my medical device is getting a medical device. It is. I'm just waiting for the rep to come. You'd think they'd be a bit quicker considering the circumstances. Unfortunately, they're not. Can you go in there, please?
Okay.
Yeah. So I've got one last chance for my SPC with this very weird little gadget. And it is very much a Hail Mary medical trial situation. It's a bit like, what the fuck are you attaching to me now type of situation. Just to me, you know that my granddad has been going through some pretty serious medical things, and originally start of this year I was going to do IVF round 3, but decided to put a hold on it while my granddad's going through certain things, as he is one of the most important people in my life. It's a high stress situation, which is not what you want in pregnancy. It was told to me the other day, either I go ahead with IVF as soon as possible, or I don't have another child. Now, I have been blessed with my son. There's some people that can't have any, and I'm more than aware because I had that thrown at me from 18 years old. So I'd never sit here and say I'm not blessed, because I'm more than aware that I am. Obviously, I want to grow my family. Obviously, I wanted it to be with a partner. That was the plan. However, you know, shit happens in life, and either you fight for the shit you want, or you sit back and say, right, okay, I'm gonna choose a new dream. I'm gonna choose a new plan for my family, and that's that. And I've decided, with the advice of my medical teams, because there's more than one, and they have all collectively agreed that doing IVF this year is in my best interest if I want to have another child. Because I get it a lot, why would you be talking about IVF if you've got a failed medical device? Because sometimes life is shit and you have to just make things work. That is the only logical explanation I can give to that. I get it seems weird. It's weird to me. It's a lot to get your head round. But I just want to make it clear that I have spoke to 4 different departments and they've all agreed. So, do you want a brother or a sister, Noah? There's a lot more to that appointment, with things that I haven't even processed myself, like mortality rates and shit like that, that I don't think I need to discuss right now. So yeah, that's more or less the update. Like, it's looking long term will be urostomy. Yeah, it's a lot to sit here and think. The medical device that I've had in my body for 7 years, that I've got used to seeing for every day for 7 years, could just go. That doesn't mean that I don't need a medical device before people read into that. It's not that, it's killing me. Very slowly, but it's still killing me. Yeah, that's nothing to do with the SPC. That's to do with what's going on in my body. I shouldn't have to say that, but I will. And the hardest part is to explain to people that don't have medical devices how difficult it is for your brain to process that that will not be there. It's body dysmorphia at the end of the day, no matter how many ways you swing it. Spade's a fucking spade. I'm used to seeing it. It's very difficult to imagine my body without it. Yeah, it's just a lot to process mentally. It's all a lot to process, but IVF will be starting. I'm just trying to get everything as ready as possible this time. I guess that is my update, more or less. As always, think awareness, not attention.